Scene and situation. Scene and situation in a short story is developed according to the theme of the short story. It has to be taken into consideration that the scene is of a city or a village or just a place which is unknown to the students. Also, what is the situation in which the short story is being developed? It is a situation of a war, it is a situation of some disturbance, or it is just a situation of city life with peace and happiness. So all these things have to be considered and discussed by the teachers before the students read or write a short story. That means it is very important for the teacher to discuss the scene and situation of a short story before starting the short story, so that the students have a context to that. They have a schema in their mind to know what are they going to read about or what are they going to write about. Just asking the students to write a short story without giving them any background information for that just leaves them blank about the situation. And it is just a time and energy wasting exercise. So in order to make the exercise more fruitful, to make them write a short story, the teacher must describe at a length and discuss with the students, especially if they are from the secondary school and higher level, that what the short story is going to be about, where this short story is taking place, what is the situation, is there a lot of peace there, or is there some disruption there, or is it a wartime story, or is it a story which is belonging to some person who was a hero or who has done some heroic tasks, and what was the time when he did these heroic tasks. So with a lot of understanding of the background and the culture is very important according to the scene. For example, it is a scene of a village. So the students must have a background knowledge of what a village would be like. Sometimes there are some students who have an understanding of a village because they might have visited a village with their parents and family. Whereas there is a possibility that there are students who do not know what a village life is or how would be a scene in a village. So all this description has to be discussed and described by the teacher and also provided vocabulary for it. It is not expected of a student to just write a short story without having the words that are required to write that, and also the words to describe the scene and the situation of the short story. So the teacher has to really specify whether this short story has to be a dramatic one, whether it has to be based on some particular incident, whether it has to be based on some specified person, a character, or it has to be a series of events. A short story can also be based on a series of events, that is, that the basic theme of a short story is kept in mind while there are different incidents which are quoted in order to convey the message and the meaning of the short story. This usually happens when we come across the short stories in the newspapers. The short stories in the newspapers do have series of events, the same events happening at a different places, number of places where the same happenings are happening and the events are the same, and also the series of events sometimes convey the meaning to the reader that this is what is happening in the country. So it is very important for the teacher to see what is the level of the students, whether they would be able to concentrate on one scene and situation and write a short story, or would they be able to look at different scenes and different situations and then write a short story with a basic theme in it. The basic theme of the short story should be kept in mind while reading it or while writing the short story.